Good job. Good morning. Oh, got some tuna. I have some tuna, dude, now. Put some water in there, honey. No, that wasn't the answer, Daddy. What tuna? Oh, we got tuna. Ready to go pee-pee? Good boy, come on. Good boy. That's my boy. That's my boy. Good job. Freezing rain today, they say. Freezing rain. Oh, damn. Looks like we got like 2 or 3 inches last night. Didn't even know it snowed. Ah, never stops, does it? Good job, Bear. More snow. We got snow when it wasn't even supposed to snow. We got snow when it was blue skies. We got blue sky snow. Hi, Bear. I see ya. Blue sky snow. Snowing when there's no snow coming. All right. Oh, fuck. How you doing, Cookie? Ready to go pee-pee? Chef Poopy. Chef Poopy, 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 Poopy. Come on. Good boy. Didn't even know it snowed. Hashtag fuck the snow. Hashtag fuck winter. Hashtag go Lions today. Let's go Detroit. Detroit Lions, mofo. Let's go Lions. Beat the Bills. Ugh. Ay, ay, ay. What are you licking? You got a sore hand? Licking your foot. What you licking your foot for, girl? We didn't even get your tuna. Daddy. I'm a tuna daddy. How pretty. Ooh. You gonna go pee-pee today? Gotta wake up. Oh, gotta wake up. Nobody wants tuna? That means time to take a break for tuna. I agree. Oh, what's your problem, big girl? Oh, daddy, come on. Not as cold. 30 today. They're just up there doing their thing. I'm just sitting, doing my thing, doing my thing, doing my thing. I'm just sitting here doing my thing, doing my thing, doing my thing. The best part of waking up, it's having Folgers in your cup. Oh, Lordy. Thank you, Lordy. Girl, let's do this one together, guys. On 3. 1, 2, 3. The best part of waking up is have Folgers in your cup. Let's go. Let's have some Folgers in my cup. Girl, the best part, waking up, is having Folgers in your cup. Girl, you know it's true. Go, poo-poo kitty. Let me get my doggy. One of my doggies. Let me get the dog. We got 2 inches going on rock auto if it's sagging. What you doing out there, dude? I see ya. I see ya. I see ya. There you go. You got 2 inches going on rock auto if it's sagging. Oh, I didn't check the Wings score. I didn't check hockey scores because I know Detroit lost. They fucking suck. The Red Wings suck hardcore now. Steve Yzerman's got to go. Might as well draft a college guy that's a little bit more hungry. Hockey's not like it was when Yzerman played. But anyways, just my opinion. It's my opinion. I think we'll stick right to it. And girl, the best part of waking up is having Folgers in your cup. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bella, you ready? Not gonna do this though. I don't think we're gonna do this though. I'm not gonna do this though. No. 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 Not one at a time, one at a time. No. One in, one out. No. 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 Wrong, nigga. Oh. But Daddy loves you so much, I probably would do it anyway. Well, I ordered, let me get a fruit cocktail. And Dorothy laughed. She said, "You sound like a real man to me. Do you mind if I turn on the radio?" I said, "Cool, but I'm leaving my pants on, 'cause I'm kinda going with someone." Come on, sweet titty. Let's go. Daddy messing with you. Let's go. Daddy's picking on me. Oh, Daddy picking on me this morning already? Come on, don't do it, dude. Go outside with my girl. Wow. Wow. Hashtag fuck the snow. Hashtag fuck the snow. Hashtag fuck yourself. Hashtag wax. Chef Boopy! Daddy's hero. Come on, go see Girlie. Go see your wife. There you go. All right. 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 Tonight. It's all night. Gotta check the scores. Glutton for punishment when I look for the house. That's like, even the fucking Flyers beat us. It's like, really? 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 Girl, the best part. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let me set this off to the side and figure it out here. And girl, you know it's, let me see here. Yeah, old girl's nice little new stove, but it's not my old stove, that's for sure. My old stove, I could talk to it, tell it everything's gonna be all right. I could ask him how much of his time is left, but this one, she's kind of standoffish. But my last one, I had her dialed right in. That's all it is it taking, like, finicky. These things are like spirits, minds of their own, these little wood stoves. You would think the brand new one would go, but no. It's just steady as she goes, this girl. It's a different kind of heat. Same wood stove, same everything. It's just not the same. I don't know how to explain it yet. I'm 1 week in with this one, but it's like, I think this one's working how it was supposed to. The last one, anyways, the draw was like, when the main draw was about right there. And that was perfect because for the ambiance, we want to look at the fire. It ain't just looking at a box. You like to look at the fire too. But anyways, but this stove, the real draw is when it's closed, the way it's supposed to be. The minute I close that, you can hear whoo. But the last one, I'd leave it cracked just like that, and then that was the best draw for it. You guys want to talk about it? I said we talk about wood stoves every single day of our life. That's what I do out here. Cabin life. Let's go. Woo! Let's go. Oh, who's out there, bear? Come on, bear. Daniel. I'm going to try to run before it gets icy out there. Ice in the house with the brand new invention. I got doggies outside, doggies inside. You're going to try to work me, aren't you guys? You're going to try to work me, huh? Oh, girl. 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 You know it's true. Girl. What are you doing? Girl. What, you got a problem, dude? What you want, man? What's your problem? What's your problem? What got a problem, bear? I'm gonna fuck you up, man. No bones? I told mommy, nope. Let's take a break. Eating boxes and boxes of bones. Or a real, dude. For real. Too many. For real. I don't care. Complain all you want. Complain all you want, dude. We gotta take a break from box food. What? What, Daddy? Don't you ever tell me that, Daddy. How far? What? Say that again, Daddy. Did you just tell me taking a break, Daddy? No way. Don't worry, Bear. You don't gotta worry, dude. Dang you. You didn't even eat your tuna from the kitties yet. Yeah, come on. Let's fill your bowl so you don't get anxiety. Come on, buddy. He won't touch this, but he'll at least understand that's what's for dinner. That's the thing. What's going on here? This guy's a mess. Make it easy to grab. Alright, where's my scoop? Where's our doggy scoopoo? Come on, guys. It's in there. It's in there. There you go. Half a cup, roughly. This girl, no such thing. Try my best to not overfeed you. Trying my best to not overfeed you, but you know. Hi. Well, hello. Seems warm enough out there today, doesn't it? You guys think it's warm enough? I think so. I'm not gonna get you the corn. I'm gonna get you some corn. Oh, big boy. Oh, wet. Slightly snowing. Here. Who wants to lick a tuna ball? Lick the tuna. I heard that. I heard that, girl. And girl, you know it's true. I love you. Yes, you know it's true. Out where the river flows. All right. Well, we're going to walk pretty soon. We're going to walk early today. Yes, you know it's true. I love you. Just vlogging away. We're just vlogging our life away. Vloggers. Damn vloggers. Girl, you know it's true. I love you. Go Lions. Sucks to watch them play. Wait all day to watch them play. Nice fire, huh, guys? I think so. I'll answer my own question. I will answer my own question, y'all. Boy, nice in here last night, but the night before, fucking 0 degrees. I just discovered, you guys are gonna be so impressed. Okay, so here's how this works. Just like that. Small one likes to fall down though. I got a couple of them though. This big one's a little bit too big. This was from the last one, but I like to have it there. Anyways, but this one, you want to see what the trick of the trade is? And I just realized, open it up, put it like this in there, like that. This will never open. Now, it's a spring. Look at that. If a log fell and wanted to come out, it'd go right back. Trick of the trade. Look at that. That will never. This never gets hot either, by the way. So set it there. You can still have your airflow. Nothing's gonna come out if you're out bringing a load of wood in, for example. Set her right there. She ain't going no, nair, nil. She ain't going nil, nair, none. There you go. That way it don't work. It falls down. But that ain't the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to set it like that. Boom. Now you know, people. I told you guys to go buy one of these. They were only $249 the other day. They're like $400 or $500 nowadays, these little things. When I bought my other one, same one 3 years ago, it was $3.99 just for the box, and then well over, well over $1,000 by the time you put everything in, but not to mention the exterior pipes. But anyways, talking about the box only, 43% off to be exact. Morning, Chad. What's up, brother? I'm just talking to nobody like always. You know, you got to love yourself first, and then whatever else happens, I suppose. Comfortable with being alone. I'm talking like I got a million people here, don't I? Anyways, that's the journalist in me. How you doing? I woke up to 3 inches of snow, and it wasn't even snowing. That's how much snow we get here. It snows when it's not even snowing, Chad. I mean, our sky farts 3 inches like nothing. Oh my Lord. I have a couple little electric heaters here, but I wouldn't dare plug those things in. They're so expensive. I mean, if we were cold, we would, but you know, this is a labor-intense game. The average person would rather pay the money than do the physical work. I am non-stop with this wood stove. All day, every day. If you want to stay warm, you're within 5 feet of this thing at all times. I'm up all night during the winters. You know what I mean? This is... I don't even know if this is the greatest thing for most people. It takes a special person to want to hump around a freaking log stove all day. What I mean hump is like humping it like labor-wise, you know. Like I'm already thinking which wood I'm gonna go cut right now. I gotta restack this up to there. It don't stop, my brother. But I cook, I eat, I heat, you know. Yeah, I'm always talking to no one on here, but that's okay. It's me and the good Lord, my brother. You know what I mean? I'm still excited every day to wake up. Sometimes less is best. The people I do get are quality people like yourself. I'd rather have a good couple followers, or friends rather. You don't have to be my follower, but a good couple hardcore people that we can talk normal with as opposed to 30 or 40 people that are, just straight up haters, socialites. I'll take you all day long, Chad. One of you versus 10 of them, no problem. Yeah, burning wood's the way to go. I've been burning wood quite a while myself. I don't see it stopping anytime soon. Even if I had 100 different options, this is my choice. I personally like it, you know what I mean? But anyways, I had to roll wood to truck as an 8-year-old kid. Yeah. Yeah, you get what you need more than you get what you want in life. I could sit and tell you a million things I could stress about all day out here and with vehicles and in life. I throw in the towel, man. I'm like, you know what? Fuck all that. It is what it is. There's always going to be something to stress about. Just try to. My thing, man, is this little shed that we're in, it's home. It's 9 beating hearts that are full of love and joy, and everything else means zero, brother. Like, I don't have a house, but I certainly have a home with 9 hearts that are full of love, and it's crazy. We're happy, we smile, we laugh, you know what I mean? We're free of what everybody else has, which isn't a great thing, but, we have nothing in comparison, but we do have a home, man. It's the smallest home. Like I say, brother, I'm the richest poor guy you'll ever meet. I'm fucking a millionaire with no money out here. If poor people were rich, I'd be that guy. I have rich people in our family, and I don't see their lives being any more filled with joy or filled with the Lord or what's important than me, for example. And I'm not comparing anything, but I'm just saying, for example, I know quite a few. All my clientele for my painting company are multimillionaires, and they're certainly not any happier than us with no money. You're poor and you don't feel rich, Chad? I don't know why I have that sensation. Like I say, my wife doesn't like that I feel this way. I want to be happy without the money. That's where the rich, I think, is being connected with Jesus for me. That's the bottom line, man. You know what I mean? And the freedom to have my mornings and I wake up, I don't have to go to work for somebody. That's the main damn thing. Quite honestly, my wife wouldn't have to work at the hospital either if she didn't want to. She could do her own catering company like she does on her side job. That would be enough for us. That and my painting company. But she chooses to go the extra mile and do that. But anyways, it's folks, different strokes. I'm not going to stop her from... She don't want to have my lifestyle. She has her own lifestyle, So, different folks, different strokes. But I'm not going to get pushed around by anybody. You know what I mean? I'm on my path, brother. I'm not dying with a bunch of money or without a bunch of money. I'm just dying one day. You get it? Don't matter if my pockets are lined or if my pockets are not lined. Oh, I have way less money than you, Chad. I guarantee I have less money than you. We have less money than the average person. You know what I mean? We have great credit. We have the potential. We have buying power. I'm not gonna lie. We could get a mortgage right now, or I could probably buy a new car right now. You know what I mean? We have good buying power, but we're not cash rich. You know, I have excellent credit my whole life. We're both in the 800s, high, good credit, excellent credit scores. And the other thing is we own this little hole, so we don't pay rent out here. So we don't have money, but we don't spend a bunch of money either, you know. But like I said, I have family that has millions in the bank, and I don't see them smiling any more than we are. Matter of fact, probably a lot less. Yeah, my wife's from Thailand, and she came here kicking ass and taking names. She's a workaholic. I didn't realize it was going to be that. Like, I thought it would be more Thai culture, agriculture, wanting to farm and raise cattle and chickens and do my life thing and incorporate that lifestyle. But no, wrong generation. I missed it by a couple generations with her. But her family, when we go back to Thailand, her grandma and that side and the older folks, they still do the life I thought I was going to have with a Thai wife, but it's not my wife's dream at all. Uh, but yeah, she's here working at a hospital, and just if they gave 100 hours a week, she would do it. Which that does irritate me that she loves money so much. You know what I mean? But my wife's 15 years younger than me, and she's got dreams. I've lived here my whole life. I don't care about anything. I don't need a new car or a big house. I don't want it. I don't even want it, let alone dream about it. But my point is, she's different. She's got a lot more ambition. No, not ambition. I'm very ambitious to do my art and all that. Ambition lies where your heart lies. I say lies, but lays. Like, really? Like, one person's ambitious to go work for the county of Frederick in the morning or the state of Michigan. That's your ambition. My ambition is to wake up and praise the good Lord and paint some pretty pictures, do some yard work, you know what I mean? Sell some paintings online, you know, let my interest with my investments compound. You know what I mean? That's my passion. Not waking up, punching in. I got a funny story, Chad. You're going to hear it too. Most of my life, for a good portion of my life, when I worked in national parks, I was a bartender, a waiter, and food and beverage manager. All front of the house stuff, working in resorts in national parks. Um, anyways, it don't even matter. But different folks, different strokes. You know, happiness comes in many forms, I guess, was the moral of the story. Moral of the story. All the park rats are kind of, it's a whole community that we don't even see is out there, but yeah, I have stories for stories. Stories on top of stories. All my national park, my whole career working in national park was nothing but adventures. Each different park, you know, you're some of the best times of my life. 95 was a killer summer. 1995 was the first year that we drove out to Yellowstone and worked. I should write a book just about that summer. That was the greatest. All those kids that came together in 1995 working at that park will all agree we had a magical summer. And then I came back out to Yellowstone in 2007 and worked another summer there, and that was magical. I went out there solo that year. But then I met my wife. 2 years later, I went to Shenandoah to work. I worked there for 4 years, Shenandoah National Park. And that's where I met my wife. She was there with 30 Thai kids. They came on a visa, a working visa. And anyways, that's how I met my wife. But now that I look back at all that, I was reading the script. I didn't get fooled, but I was definitely reading the script. I don't know if you know what I mean. I'm not going to go into details. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I didn't get played, but I was reading the book for sure. It was all part of the play. Yeah, there's an element I still want to finish my story with the parks, but you know. Oh yeah, your wood stove, that's the thing, baby. I get it. These things are, like I was just saying, switching topics again. As you know, Chad, I just put this one in not even a week ago yet. And the coals burn different. The coals lay in there different. The coals last longer. The draw is different. The diameter seems different, although the numbers are the exact same in the measurements on the specific, the specs, basically. But it's not the same. It don't operate the same. It don't feel the same. It don't burn the same. But anyways, I'm learning this thing right now. I'm not like the last one. I knew everything, every hour to the T, man. I had it dialed right in. But this old girl, I'm scooping a little bit more than before. The ashes aren't burning like the last one. The ashes would go all the way to ash, but these, it's like the coals still want to die out a little bit bigger. So then I find myself cracking it, and yeah, I'm just trying to dial it in basically. So I know what you're saying. Marie, good morning. I was going to say Mary, but Marie, I missed you yesterday. How you doing, my friend? Just talking wood stoves like always, right? How are you? What's new? I woke up with 3 inches of snow and it didn't even snow last night. That's how much snow we get out here. It snows when it's not snowing. Isn't that funny? Like we had no snow in the forecast, and a cloud must have came by and farted. True story. I woke up and there was 3 inches out there. I'm like, wait a minute. I was up all night and it didn't even snow. You know, I didn't tell you guys, when I took my truck to town the other day, I was at the mechanics for like 6 hours during that blizzard, and I've been in lake effect my whole life, and lake effect is always just a word for us Michiganders. It means it's an excuse for it just to be snowing random, like snowing and like it's just the weirdest pattern. Lake effect's not a snowstorm. It's like I tried to explain it, but anyways, I was in it live, and it was the craziest thing. I was in the lobby watching the lake effect, and it wasn't snowing like consistently, like rain just dropping down. What it was is a front was coming, and it was dropping the snow. It was like just a dump truck above your head would just drop a clump of snow, and then it was done, and then it was clear. And then 20 minutes later, it'd come in just these massive, heavy sections of snow were falling out of the clouds. It was like, I don't know, man. And we were all going, holy shit, that's the craziest lake effect I've ever seen in my life. I said, and the reason I realized it, because I told the mechanic, I'm like, well, this is supposed to be lake effect. He's like, that's what that is. He's like, that's not a storm. He's like, that's just a cloud, that is the lake effect. But anyways, it was the strongest and fastest accumulation I've ever seen. It was putting 6 inches on the ground within 10 minutes. Every cloud that would come, it would just not snow. It would drop the snow is the best way I can describe it. But anyways, yeah, that was the craziest lake effect. That came from Chicago all the way. That was supposed to be a west coast of Michigan, Lake Michigan side of things, but it came all the way to where I live, and it was just dumping dump trucks full. But anyways, oh man, I was at that mechanic for 6 hours, 6.5 hours in that lobby. I didn't have anywhere to go. It was in the middle of a blizzard. I was planning on just dropping it off and walking around and, go to the coffee house and go eat food and stuff. I just stayed right there because it was that severe of a storm. But anyways, that truck's not out of the water yet. Now it won't even start. I think my starter went out. That truck's gonna be thousands and thousands. But anyways, now I got to get it towed back to the shop because I have an appointment for Wednesday to do my drive shaft, the axles, all the front end stuff. They had to order the parts. So now, unless I can wiggle some wires or figure it out, it's not my battery. But we had negative degrees out here the other day. But anyways, I'm just praying, staying focused, not trying to stress on all the stupid shit. Because it's always something in life, guys. Yeah, no, believe it or not, it don't stay long. I give it a couple hours back there and then I rotate it up. I watch it. But yeah, no, it's for sure probably not a safety. I don't recommend doing what I do. But I'm right here. I wouldn't leave it if I was, out or nothing. I don't ever leave my door cracked or nothing like that, But yeah, I hear ya. Everything's up to code as far as the metal and the distances and, you know what I mean? 36, 36. I've got it too much clearance on both sides. Metal walls. I got the metal up top. It's up to code and everything, but it's not up to code when you stack wood around it. I've been doing that my whole life. You got to stay ahead of the game. I never tap into this wood. This is my real true emergency. Like, if I had to leave, my wife needed 3 or 4 days of wood, here it is. You know what I mean? She's not going to come out there and start the saws out. Start the chainsaw or axing wood. So, basically, this is my true... I've got 20 cords out there covered up, but it's all half rounds and quarter rounds. Man, we got so lucky on that, Marie. So the day that I came home from the shop, everybody was excited, and one of my Huskies got an injured leg because the one dog jumped on her by mistake. And so she laid out in the snow for an hour. It took my wife and I, we had to carry her in the house. And I was so anxiety in the storm all day. Just spent $2,000 on my truck. Got here, I had injured dogs. Anyways, that was a rough day when I got home. But we came in and I didn't know what to do. I just prayed for like 4 hours straight. I asked my wife, just give me some time to pray. And so she left me alone, and I just dug deep and prayed to the Lord and held my dog in my arms while she was just kind of whimpering, I thought it was broken, to be honest. But again, I buckled and gave it to the Lord. But about an hour after I got done praying, the upside where she wasn't putting pressure on it, but she flipped over and put some pressure on that side and was kind of looking back. I'm like, well, that's a good sign. And then about an hour after that, she stood up. I'm like, that's a real good sign. And then we said, well, let's see, because she's an eater. I said, let's see if she'll come over, like walk 10 feet for a treat. And sure enough, she did, and wagged her tail. I'm like, oh my Lord, it's not broken. And then shortly after that, I checked her joints because initially she wouldn't even let us touch her leg. But then I checked her joints and with the cartilage, and there were no bumps, so there was no tears, no breaks. So power of prayer, but that was a rough day. Thank you for asking. It's good. She's been walking. We ran all day yesterday, and close call, but I wonder how long we'll live out here. How long we can handle it. No rest for the wicked for me. I'm just lack of sleep. This life isn't real healthy. It's like the average, whoever looks at Dick Proenneke, the guy that lived in Alaska in the cabin for like 80 years out on the Twin Lakes in Alaska. He's like the famous off-gridder, true off-gridder right there. But anyways, he was skin and bones for a reason. You can have all the meat and vegetables you want, but we burn way more calories out here than you'll ever put back in your body. I've lost a lot of weight since I've lived out here for 3 or 4 years. It takes energy just to take a shit. No offense, to drink water, to make coffee, to get in your driveway, to leave your driveway, to get to the RV, to clear a path to the RV, to uncover your wood takes 20 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, everything is energy up here. There's no waking up, turning on the lights, and you know what I mean? It's just energy. You're exerting energy mentally, physically, emotionally. It's taxing out here. It's not for the weak of hearted, for sure. And it's not an old man's game either. I wouldn't recommend living your life thinking you're going to go live off grid when you retire. I'll tell you right now, the fuck you are. You're not going to live off grid when you're 70. You're not going to have the energy. I don't care if you're Superman. I do not care if you're Superman. You're not going to have the stamina when you're 70. Wow, my child support ended a long time ago, and it was the greatest feeling. I hated giving the state of Michigan child support because it didn't even go to my kid who was in Oklahoma at the time. I had to pay the state of Michigan, and then like a month later, they would get a little portion of the money that I gave. It was the biggest hoax in the world. Oh God, had so much anger in me paying child support. Is all I can say about that. Thank God I don't have that anymore. I had a chip on my shoulder paying child support, especially when her mom was like a millionaire, had a condo at the beach, loaded to the gill with money. You know what I mean? And anyways, that was a nightmare. That was I don't talk about ever. I do have a 33-year-old daughter with a bunch of kids and grandkids out there in the real world. But I'll be living on an island when I'm 70, brother. I'm going right back to either Central America, we'll be in Thailand, or I'll be in Key West. I'll be in the southern hemisphere somewhere. I'm an island boy, brother. I'll be barefoot, flip-flops, with a beach cruiser, selling art at the beach. Some island or some beach for sure. Or if not, I'll be selling everything in the United States, living in Thailand as an expat. Living, drinking coconut water till I die. But no matter what, I'll be wearing shorts and flip-flops. Yeah, I hope you get it, brother. If that don't come before then, I'll buy you one. The minute I get some extra money, man. I wish I had money like that. If I was a millionaire, oh man, I'd be the nicest, greatest giver there is, man. It's funny. I know quite a few millionaires, and they're the tightest people I've ever met in my life. Yeah, you definitely deserve it, brother. I have my little Husqvarna, or what's my chainsaw? Yeah, my chainsaw is a Husqvarna. It's okay. I don't fell, whatever the hell you say. I don't fell big trees. But anyways, yeah, no, I get it. It's up here is a bit too cold. In the winters, we have like 7 or 8 months of just freezing. You know, it May. There's still snow on the ground in May up here. You know what I mean? And then it snows again in October. So you do the math. You know, so our grow season. Could I handle the heat again? Not when I'm doing the husky life, and my wife doesn't want to live. You know, we've already lived in Key West, and she didn't like it. I liked Key West when I was single, before I was married. You know what I mean? That was the life for me. I had a great time down there, but when I took my wife down there, she didn't like it as much. She didn't drink. She don't drink. She's never drank. You know, Key West is kind of a party spot. And if you don't party, you definitely want to be there for the water activities, boating, surfing, fishing, snorkeling. And my wife doesn't like that stuff either. So really, there was no point on her even being in Key West. You don't drink, you don't swim, you don't fish. There's no point in being in Key West. It's an island. It's island activities. It's island vibes. That's island living. You know what I mean? Oh, really? Well, I grew up in Cali. Yeah, Cali's its own little entity, right, guys? I don't know anywhere in Cali I'd want to live again unless it was up in Humboldt County growing that good stuff. Emerald Triangle. Maybe Miranda. There's a cool town in the northern west coast of California, a town called Miranda. It's right on the Eel River, not far from the coast. But anyways, that's a magical spot up there. Lived up there for a summer in my van down by the river. Yeah, that's well, I used to love to visit Key West. Then I loved it so much I moved there. I've lived in Key West 3 or 4 times, literally lived there. But the last time we lived there, it was my wife and I. We just had a small little efficiency apartment, no animals. This was 2012, I believe, 2011. Anyways, it just wasn't her cup of tea. She wasn't miserable, but she wasn't really happy in the Keys. Which, how can husband be happy if wife's not happy? You can't. You know what I mean? Well, we've had our Huskies. Actually, the minute we came back from Key West, we moved to Petoskey, Michigan, and we got our first cat. And then shortly after, we got one Husky, a male, and then shortly after that, we bought a female. And then 2 years later, they had babies. So we have an original family. We've got mom, dad, and then we've kept a puppy from each litter, basically. But our male is, my wife said he just turned 10 or 11, and then the female's like 8, and then our puppies are around 5 or 6. So we're like 10 years in with the Husky family already. They're all different ages, but we've been growing our Husky family for over 10 years now. Oh, the Keys are miserably hot. Oh, I'm not even talking about the heat factor. You have to be like a raisin. You have to have raisin skin to be down there. It's a whole nother level hot in the Keys. You can't even breathe. The humidity everywhere you go. But when you live there, it's like here, it's freezing. Down there, it's hot. But pick your poison, you know what I mean? Like I say, I'm a barefoot guy. Dead of winter, I don't like socks. I don't like shoes. I wear shorts year round. I'm a shorts guy. If I could, I'd run my dogs out here barefoot right now. I am truly a beach guy. More than anything, I'm a beach guy. But I have a wife, so I don't, happy wife, happy life. Not that she's real happy, not that she's not. We're not on here sugarcoated, guys. I keep it real. Oh, really? Oh, that's funny. The slippers with the fur are right here. I took the fur out of those things. I'm talking about your feet will get moldy. I, appreciate them. But yeah, no, now I just wear the slippers because I'm always getting slippers in my feet. Anytime I walk and grab a piece of wood, I got to pull something out of my toe. So these kind of help, but they're hot. I run hot. That's why I got to, I'm hot or cold-blooded. I don't know what you call me. But, it's negative degrees out and I'm in my shorts and no socks. That's just who I am. But the point is, I love you guys, man. That's my damn point. Chad and Marie, I'd rather have just two of you guys here. This is true. I would rather have just two good people than a room full of, people that I can't communicate with or I know nothing about. You know what I mean? I like being able to have a personal conversation with a couple people in the morning. This works for me. I appreciate you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to have a popular channel because I'm only on here to interact anyways. I'm actually a real person with real emotions and real feelings. So for me, this is what fills my spirit. Talking to one or two of you guys, you know what I mean? I appreciate it. Love you guys is what I'm saying. Chad, if I come across some money, I'm going to fucking buy you a chainsaw before you buy it. True story. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love California. I love the foothills of Southern California. I went to high school in San Bernardino, went to college in Santa Monica. When I go to Hollywood to visit, had 3 or 4 apartments there. Memory Lane. None of those apartments when I lived there in the 80s and 90s are even there anymore. They're all condos or parking lots and then I lived in Venice, so I love California. I don't love the political aspect. I don't love the cost of living there. I don't love how populated it is. There's a lot of California I don't like anymore. Yeah, my chainsaw, boy, oh boy, do I baby it. First off, it's only been 3 years since I've even operated a chainsaw. So I was very intimidated, you know what I mean? But now I'm way better on it. But I'll tell you what, Chad, I baby the hell out of my saw. Every use, I take that, I clean it, oil it, get it greased up, ready, saws ready, sharpen, you know what I mean? Because, it's just, I have to. Safety first with that thing. So I treat it like it's gold every single use, before, after. But yeah, they're all death traps. I don't even like chainsawing, to be honest. It's my last resort. Oh, I forgot about the emissions out there. That was another thing. Really? Your Chrysler don't even pass emissions? $9 a gallon. Holy crap. I don't know what. My F350, the 5.4 is the last engine before it went diesel on those F350s. So I was fortunate. The one I've got out there is not diesel. But I think diesels are the most powerful. I don't know the differences of, I'm definitely not mechanically inclined, but I know diesels have their benefits. Oh, 20 years or newer? Oh, I didn't know that. Old school cars don't have to pass? Really? That sort of seems a little backwards. Why would a new car have to pass emissions? Seems like the old cars are the ones that are kicking out the fumes. Those new cars are silent, no fumes. But I don't know what volatile VOCs they're trying to eliminate. I don't know if it's the gas fumes that we're worried about, or what are the emissions that we're concerned with. The VOCs, I know the particles in the air, but is it from the gas? Is it from, what is it? Well, yeah, for sure, money. Yeah, I follow Linda Moulton Howe and David Paulides and X22. I follow a lot of earthly people, and we are a prison planet on Earth, and this whole thing is about money. That's the wars, the oil, the whole electricity. Electric's free. They'll never give us free electricity, but the DUMBs, the deep underground military bases, they're called DUMBs. Those are all lit up with no electric source. They're like big silver domes that are lit up. They stay in ambient. They have a 70 degrees. They're miles under the ground, and there's no source of electric. Electricity's here, baby. They're just not going to give it to us. They want us to work. We're prisoners on this planet. They don't want us to be into the spiritual realm any longer. That's why Earth goes through all these phases. The agricultural phase, the industrial phase, the spiritual realm. There was a time when Jesus roamed the spiritual. No. They don't want us to be thinkers. They want us to be doers. Free speakers, we can transcend the power of the mind. They don't want that. They want us in prison to dig, mine gold, precious metals, consume, regurgitate, repeat the process. That's all we are. We're prisoners, baby. Ask Linda Moulton Howe. We're the only prison planet out there. According to what you guys believe in, I have firm beliefs. But we are certainly the only prison planet. From the time you're born till the time you die. The time you're born, they stamp a number on you, social security number. They give you a birth certificate. They take a loan out on you. Your birth certificate's just a contract with the government. It's all it is. The minute you're born, they stamp you, and they take out $1.5 million loan on each individual. True story. Look into what a birth certificate is. Same with driver's license, same with our insurance. You can't drive a car without being tagged. You can't, it's all mark of the beast, bitches. It's all mark of the beast. Coming up soon, they're going to try to get that one world currency. If you don't conform to that, and if you don't get the mark of the beast, like the vaccine, for example, you're not going to be able to get your rations for food. Oh, believe me, if they can control us like that, they will. They'll round us up like sheep and put us in concentration camps like they did, with the Jewish people. No, if they had their way, they'd round us up like cattle, wouldn't let us do anything. That's why they took all the land out west. That's why they took all the great land for us to roam, and they designated them national parks. Really? That's free land for us citizens to roam, but they want to fence it off and call it a national park. There's a reason they do that. There's a reason national park. Why isn't it where I'm living right now a national park, for example? You know what I mean? Why is it that the oil-rich and gold-rich and mineral-rich places on the planet are designated national parks? Why are certain areas in the Grand Canyon off to public? You can't go in certain areas of the Grand Canyon. Same with Alaska. Why can't you go to the Arctic Circle past a certain area? I know damn well. Linda knows damn well. But the rest of society doesn't know why. That's why I turn to the Lord and the Lord only. Freedom. He needs my soul, and I need him to have my soul. No more. Let me read what. Even no inspection for him in 20 years. You just drag it out in the woods and. No more screw-in light bulbs. Well, what do they do? Oh yeah. I'm not a conspiracy guy, but I'm certainly a third eye guy. My pineal gland's wide open. I've been non-calcified most of my life. I firmly believe I've been non-calcified. That brings up a whole nother topic of our third eye and the pineal gland. That's the spiritual connection I was just talking about. And that's where that's the food, the chlorine, the fluoride, all the preservatives. That's just going straight to calcify your third eye. And that's what it does. And that's what all of our toothpaste, Tom's, no fluoride. You know what I mean? We try to drink water that's, earth water. They take the minerals right out of your water when they process it. Pasteurization is just demineralization is all it is. We're drinking water that's not life water. It's dead water. Nothing living in the water. By the time they heat pasteurize it and process it and it's dead as fucking dead could be. There's no benefit for any of the water you're drinking in any of the bottles, any of the fountains. To drink healthy water, you got to find life water, LX, like certain things with atoms, and it's a whole art to look at your water properly and drink it. I'm with a platform called Shopley, and we have a new vendor that just got promoted on the platform, and she's a scientist who studies it, and she adds a couple of these life drops to her water, and it brings the minerals back, and it's a whole science to it, but it's real life living water. There's a difference. You wouldn't even think this way, but it's been the waters in our pipes that are coming to you out of the fountain. People, snap out of it. That's so dead. There's not a single organism in that water besides a contaminant. You do, Chad? Oh, so they're pushing electric, you mean? The funny thing about the whole electric conspiracy, if that's a conspiracy, but we don't have the electric to support any of that on this grid. Like, there's not even enough for the electric cars. That's such a hoax. I mean, I'm sorry, but where are you going to, how are we, if we, if it turns to all electric, I don't know. It has to be a soft compromise. It has to be a soft transition. You can't just eliminate like gas and go straight to, you know what I mean? We have to use all of our resources carefully, in my opinion, until they give us the pyramids. The Great Pyramids were conductors of electricity. Until they release the old, hidden technology where the free abundant electric's back on the planet. They make money on this industry, the electric industry and oil. Hell, why would they give us the recipe for free? You know what I mean? Solar, but you've got the batteries in the solar that are so unhealthy. You know what I mean? To mine the whatever the ingredients, the cobalt or whatever's in these batteries that are for electricity, you guys do realize that it's like sweat labor. People are dying to get the ingredients to make these batteries. For one, for two, it's all about the rainforest. These batteries that support the electric grid and electricity, because you're not just harvesting electricity, you need a battery to make the connectedness. That's all straight from the rainforest. They're clear cutting forest to get a little simple, minute ingredient for just one contributing factor for these batteries. Like super unhealthy electric. This planet could not support just electric. Yeah. Mechanic that keeps the water flowing. They put chemicals in water. Oh, yeah. All of it. All of it. All of it. Yeah, water's, the most abundant resource on Earth, the most contaminated resource on Earth. Check my girl. Boy, I had a rough day yesterday. It was not a rough day, but check out the moon. Wow, the sun and the moon, and the devil tries to fuck me in the back of his car. There's nothing quite like the feeling of something new. Baby, I'm all messed up. Baby, I'm all messed up. Baby, I'm all messed up in you. Oh, kinda like a cloud, I was up way up in the sky, and I was feeling something you wouldn't believe. Just then a tiny little dot caught my eye. You guys want to see my water, fill up my water jug shit show? I'm going to show you anyway. We have a water thing in the RV that it's upside down. You push the button. A water dispenser, but that's in the RV. Right here is my water dispenser. Ooh, wet sock. All right. Kind of made it. All right. Now that I'm up, let's get some of this good stuff. I'm definitely, well, we'll see. Definitely is. I'm coming. Hang on. Ah. Sorry about that. Add that to my burn collection. I got more burns on my hands. Burns and slivers. I'm going to write a song titled Burns and Slivers. Story of my life. Burnt fingers and frickin' slivers. You say you want to burn wood? I recommend burning joints instead. Burn doobies, not wood. Let me read. Flint, Michigan. Fuck Flint. I'm up here in Grayling, and Grayling had more water contaminants than ever. Matter of fact, here's what the deal is up here where I'm at. So the military back in the day used to have a substance that they would release, blah, blah, blah. And make a long story short, it used to drain right into the rivers up here. This is way before the codes and, they had all that crap. So our water has been contaminated for hundreds of years up here. And they switched all the pipes, like it was killing people that bad, like same as Flint water. But anyways, they changed all the pipes all the way to halfway between Grayling and the town I live in. So it only got fixed for like miles, what they could afford, like 20 million bucks just to fix 6 miles. This is a true story. So the others, from that point forward, we're still dealing with the same contaminants. And this is where we live. In my town, people die of all the same shit, mysterious stomach it's water, people. 90% of diseases on this planet, all of our it's water. We're drinking bad water. End of story. You think you're healthy because you're drinking this? Well, plastic leaches. This plastic drains, it leaches chemicals. This is fucking unhealthy as hell. And as water sits, these plastic things absorb into the water. And then we're drinking that. There's more particles in us. We have more plastic contaminants in us than you could ever imagine. And that's how they keep us to live 70 years old. This earth cannot sustain all of the humans living till 120 years old. They have to keep us dying at 70. Good water out west worth the wait in cold. Yeah. Well, I don't know where plastics are banned. Plastics should be banned, but everything plastic is in your milk. You couldn't. How would you ban plastic? And what would the alternative be? Glass. Glass would be a killer alternative, but you can't manufacture glass bottles like on that large of a scale. I mean, back in the day, it wasn't even that long ago. Say 200 years ago, we were riding horses, and that's what it was. You could get milk in a glass jar at the local, like Little House on the Prairie, the one store over the hill that had all your magic potions in glass jars and a candy jar you could pick a gumball out of. But my point is, now it's, you know what I mean? It needs to revert back to 200 years ago. We're only 200 years old and we've destroyed shit. Look at us now, 200 years later, before the wheel. You want to go out? How old is the wheel? I'm literally talking about the wagon wheel, the wheel. It ain't that old. The engine's not even that old. According to science, we invented the engine a few hundred years back, which I don't believe that at all. Same with electric. Oh, really? That dude was flying a kite with a key and discovered electricity? Kiss my ass. Whoever believes that narrative, that we discovered electricity flying a kite with a key is as stupid could be. Whoever, you know what I mean? Benjamin Franklin flying a kite with a key got electrocuted, and this is how the earth is lit up now. Fuck off. What a bunch of dummies to believe that. What a bunch of dummies. Yeah, in Thailand, when you go get water, they put them in plastic bags. Not every town, but where my wife's at in Udon, all the 7-Elevens have bags in a water in a bag. It's just a little half of a Ziploc bag. They tie it up, and that's your water. I'm like, okay, that's weird, but take it or leave it. It's still plastic. That was the first time I've ever seen that. Water in a bag was in Thailand. I'm like, what is this? And she's like, that's water. That's our bottled water. I'm drinking this right now. I drink 2 of these a day is my goal. And I don't have healthy gut. The biodes, I feel the same thing from drinking water over the years. Come on, honey. Why are you crying? You got an empty bowl, but I'm not feeling it. You've had enough. Same story with this girl, guys. Eats this bowl, tries to go to that bowl, cries about it. No. You got to be a little strict sometimes. You're not having it anymore. No more for you. She's way out of weight, and my vet's mad at me. Every year, I leave the vet, and I shake my doctor's hand. I'm like, oh, we're good. We'll do that. We'll do this. I come back next year. She's 5 pounds heavier. She didn't lose a single pound this year. So now we just put the food up. Just put the food up. But she'll cry like a baby because she knows Daddy has a soft spot in his heart. But sometimes I get irritated because she just bullies everybody for the rest of the food. But I got to be stronger, like my wife says. I'm a big pussy when it comes to the dogs eating. Quite honestly, you know why I'm that way with my dogs? I make sure those bowls are always full. Because I have family members that had dogs and they didn't treat them good. I remember when I was a kid going over to, I'm not going to say any names, but one of my family members, yeah, I'd go there and starving dogs when I was a kid. I'm like, fuck that. I swear my dogs will never starve. I would die before I let my dogs starve. All right. If my company drains a water tank to inspect inside and does not do right paperwork, can be fined big time. And it's drink C. But my point is, so yeah, you're relying on one person to have a good day at work to do it properly for a society to drink this water, for example. So the fact that we're relying on humans to give us humans drinking water is mistake number one. You know what I mean? These manufacturing plants are designed for profitability only. They're not harvesting water to distribute to society to benefit the health and wellness of society. They're bottling this water for profitability, nothing else. Their goal is not for health and wellness of society. Okay, Marie, love ya. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. You're not missing much. Just talking. I'm about to go run my Huskies. Thanks for coming today. I don't know when it was when I realized my eyes snapped wide open and stayed open when I realized Earth and society is designed to keep us like rats in a cage, keep us as unhealthy as possible, keep us caught up into the healthcare system, keep us dependent on oils and you know, other sources of electric need, dependence. We're dependent on everything. Everything has to be bought. But I remember the time where I realized all that. I'm like, wow. I woke up, and once you wake up, you can never go back to sleep, so to speak. You know what I mean? Once you realize, wow, we're in prison here. Once you realize that, you all of a sudden become happy. It's like, well, I'm going to just be happy then. You still there, Chad? I wish I could be happy. Yeah, no. I don't know, man. What do you think would take to make you happy? Like a fresh start somewhere? Just curious. I'd love to help. I know I couldn't, but I'm not over here farting rainbows. You know, I'm not that level of happy. But I have a sense of knowing and understanding that makes me happy. Knowing none of this I'm taking, knowing I don't have to work hard in my life to bring nothing with me. If you understand nothing's coming with you, you understand working hard doesn't mean anything. If you're not working hard for your spirit, then there's no point in it. Working hard for a new truck? Fuck that. You're not taking that new truck with you. I just think that's my happiness, knowing I don't have to go to work for somebody. I think that's where I'm happy. I wake up and I get to pray today. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I'll sell everything before I have to go work for somebody. That's the truth. If I was broke, I'd go sell my van or my truck. I'll sell this cabin before I go and clock in and work for somebody. I'd rather be in a van. Come on out. Come on. I'd rather be in a van down by the river, homeless, than punching in on the clock. Oh, that was the story I was going to tell you real quick, Chad. I'm going to tell you part of it. Oh, I'm in the process of manifesting that. I want a brand new truck, Chad. I would like a Chevy more than a Ford, to be honest. But I like the F-350s just because, workhorses. But Chevy 2500 would be nice too. I've never had a brand new anything. I would love a new truck, but they're $100,000. I will save that story. Have a good day, Chad. Love you, brother.